Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing favorites, fails, and musts. You may wonder what happened to last month's. I didn't feel like I'd used anything long enough to know if it was my favorites because of surgery and then Thanksgiving. Now I feel comfortable telling you about some things that I was using in October and November. And if you're up for that, well, just keep watching. First thing I want to talk to you about is from Comfytemp. It's my new tens unit, and oh my gosh, how much I love this thing, and especially since I looked this up. Here's the replacement pads. Look, $16, $16.99, $17. My contact there probably thinks I'm crazy because I keep making a big deal about replacements for this. Because before, when I went and looked, they were $76 for that, the replacement pads, which is like two of these and two of these. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to tell anybody about this? Because when they see what the replacement pads are, they're going to go, no, I don't care how great it is. And like me, I'm thinking, man, this is the best one yet. But no, when I run out of these, I can't afford to run it. The only thing I can figure is that I got this brand new one. This is their new one, okay? And maybe nobody on Amazon had the pads yet. So they were like, price gouging. So this is one of my tens units. I like it better than I like my 7000. The 7000 that I have runs on 9-volt batteries, which I have rechargeable ones, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. Plus, when that thing goes off, it goes doot 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 doot. And it won't stop until you turn it off, which is a knob. And sometimes my nails get too long for me to turn the knob off, so then everybody's looking around going, what is that? Typically, I use the 7000, which is not by Comfytemp, when my Comfytemp is run out of charge. So this is a chargeable one, and I love it. But if you wear tens units, then you know that this is the problem with tens units. You can try to conceal the best you can when you go out, but when you go to the bathroom, or like if the wires are hanging out and you walk by a doorknob or whatever, I don't know how many times I've caught myself here at the house running into a door and it getting caught, and then it's kind of a pain in the butt. Plus, these pads here, the littler ones that are like half this size, they last a little longer, but these big ones, I maybe only get 2 or 3 times out of them before I have to get a new pair. And by the way, this is not the pads that came with this. They just work with it. They lose their sticky after 2 or 3 times of wearing them. And what happens is you will put this on one day, and if you're like me and you got back fat rolls, okay, it's like they're not laying flat. So they don't make a real good connection. And then you get bit. Now, if you have a tens unit, you probably have experienced this once or twice. And what I mean by that is you'll be sitting there and it's working right, but then you move just a little one way or the other, and then it zaps you. The new one, which comes in a hard shell clam thing, okay, the sticky on these lasts a long time. So I have 2 of these and 2 of the ones I have on, which I'll show you in a second. And it comes with a charger to charge these little pods. The pods communicate with an app on your phone. So this one's B. And you could use both of them on you, but I don't. I just use like A, and then when I run the charge down on A, I use B. The charge has been lasting me about 3 to 4 hours. Now, I also want to tell you what they said about it, because I kept asking them about these pads, right? Because I thought they were going to cost $76 to replace them. They said once they're fully charged, that they can work continuously for 4.5 hours at level 20. Most of the time that's where I'm at, is level 20. And for 9 hours at a level of 1 on the intensity. They said the pads will last 15 to 30 times, and I believe it. I don't even know how many times I've used them. I've not opened the second set. I just keep using the ones I'm wearing today while I'm filming. They do give you advice like if it stops getting sticky, get them wet or whatever, but I've not had to do that yet. They're using an advanced hydrogel on them, so they really do stick well. This slide easily into your purse if you wanted to take it on the go. I'm going to stand up here and show you what it looks like from the back. And you can see that it is totally undetectable. I have it on under my clothes and no one would know. It's right here underneath my band here. I know these aren't nice and straight like they would be if somebody put them on me. I can't see, how I'm putting them on. So yeah, they're crooked, but oh well. We're not going for a straight competition here. So what you do is you just go and you Okay, that's on now. It's got tins, EMS, and massage. There's so many things on here, but oddly enough, I like to go into massage and use acupuncture. So the first thing I have to do is connect it. So I just click on that and it's beep beep, it's connected now. Now I can choose my time, which I want it to go the whole time I'm filming, which we'll say is an hour. And I'm on acupuncture 1, which is going to deliver a continuous bzzz, okay? And then now I'm going to turn this up. Depending on where I have this and you know, how bad I hurt, I may have to have it all the way up to level 20. Couple of things to be aware of. If you're the kind of person that wants a TENS unit on while you have on a back brace, like I do sometimes, you better go with this because the back brace will block the signal and it will shut off. So right now I have my pants up over the top of it. It's not going to come off, but if you were to somehow knock that off with clothes or whatever, of course it would stop. Say you're like moving a lot for some reason and it does manage, which is a strong magnet, but say it manages to come off a little bit like that. It'll shut off and then you move back and it clicks. You will get bit. But I've only had that happen once. Word of caution to those who have papery, old, crinkly skin. If you have that kind of skin, you probably shouldn't be using any TENS unit, but you definitely don't want to use this TENS unit because the sticky on this, it's intense. It's not going nowhere. I could probably take this magnet off, sleep in these, get up the next day and put them on. I have had this set on since before Thanksgiving. Some days I want to smack the crap out of me. You know that Comfytemp is not paying for this, right? Can you imagine? They'd be like, wow, that was a really good job you did. No, seriously, I am not saying that I wore these pads, these same pads, and never took them off since before Thanksgiving. I mean that I've been using these same 2 electro pads since before Thanksgiving. And now that I got on Amazon today, and saw the real price of these, I feel 100% good telling you about this TENS unit. It's $16 for ones, especially ones that are lasting this long. That's a pretty good deal right there. Right there, right there. I think it may have been my last favorites video. Empties. I'm not sure, but I told you guys, I showed you a mirror similar to this. This one is smaller and a 10 by, so that's the difference in it. But Rebecca of the Fritzy family wrote me an email, sent me a link to get this. I think the suction on this is going to hold better because this is lighter and littler than the other one was. Maybe it's not going to fall off in the middle of the night every 3 or 4 months and scare the crap out of me. The other one I had took AA batteries. This takes 3 AAAs, so there's that. But, you know, we usually have both of those around here. So thank you, Rebecca, for telling me about this. I really, really like it. And I think I'll get a few years out of this one as well. A while back, I told you guys about these salad keepers that I bought on Amazon, and I really liked those because they kept the fruit a long time. I thought, you know, maybe I want to try something different because for us, as much as I'm in and out of the thing and as much as it gets washed, these worked for us a long time while I washed dishes by hand, but somebody stuck it in the dishwasher. The little silicone piece that comes from both sides, okay, it came undone, and then I tried to hot glue it. It didn't work. It wasn't keeping as long, so I decided to go with Rubbermaid. This is actually meant for a head of lettuce. I had this about half full of strawberries, and then before Thanksgiving, I switched it to the little one. So I bought it in a 2-pack, and I'm bringing this in here to show you. I mean, when I go to the store next, I'll get more strawberries and put that in there. But these strawberries, we just had these last night. Look. They're not mushy. They're still okay. These have been in this container since before Thanksgiving. So I had gone to the store on Tuesday, the 21st. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So last night was 13 days. And they're still luscious and had them in our salad last night. They have a seal on them like Rubbermaid would. This bottom raises whatever's in there up away from the bottom so that it can get circulation to the underneath side. There's a filter on them, as you can see. I really love these things. Remember when we did the FabFitFun box and it had that little purse in it and I said, it's too small for me? So you might be going, well, Mary, this is different. This actually holds a lot more than that. Yeah, you're right. It's a fanny pack. Remember fanny packs? Well, apparently we're wearing fanny packs like this now across our chest. No two ways about it. It's a fanny pack. So I got one right here in the front. This holds a credit card that I use the most and my driver's license right there. Here I have a hand lotion, which, see, it's in there. And my Lano lips, wherever it is. Then I've got a front one here, right? So my keys and some cash are in the front pocket. And then I keep my pills in this little thing here. This back one is also where I stick my phone. And I've got a Lancome Juicy Tube in here. But as you can see, there's a ton more space in here. And so, yeah, let me stand on my tippy toes. That's what I've been doing. I've been living the fanny pack life. Since I got my shoulder all healed up now, I don't want a big heavy bag, but I need one that can at least hold my billfold and stuff in it. And then Teddy Blake reached out to me again and they said, hey, would you like another bag? And I went, only if. I mean, who does that, right? Teddy Blake is offering you a handbag and you go, only if. I did though, because Teddy Blake bags are really substantial. They're, you know, they're designer bags. They're made in Italy, handcrafted, the whole deal, right? It's a legit thing that if you watch YouTube videos, you know. So I told them, if you send me one that's smaller, because my problem is I can't carry it, it's too big. And when I say big, I mean heavy. The bag alone is substantial without anything in it. Put all my stuff in it, and now it's causing me a little bit of a problem, so I just don't carry them anymore. And then they sent me this one, and I don't remember what the name of this cute little thing is, and I'm sure they'll give me a discount code for you. They did. It's a 30% off code, so it's in the description box. Look how little. This here is the perfect. I told him, I go, I love it. I love it. This is the perfect size bag. This is what I'm looking for. Look at all the stuff that's in here. And look how little it is. It's not heavy, has a crossbody strap on it. It's got 3 of these so you can choose how tightly closed you want it. The inside of this one is brown suede. Okay, the other ones I have are red suede. This is small but big enough. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's not hurting my shoulder. It's not heavy at all. Maybe you want to pick up one for somebody you love or yourself for Christmas. Thank you, Teddy Blake. Last month, I was doing all these giveaways. I don't know what got into me because I knew that my printer was broke. And that's one of the reasons that I stopped doing giveaways is because I didn't have a way to print off these labels. I had like 4 or 5 videos in a row where it was like giveaway, 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 giveaway. So when I did the pick for the first winner of the first giveaway, I went, oh, you don't have a printer that works. And I had to go buy a printer and it's sitting right over there. Okay, so I'm not going to lift it up, but I'll insert a picture right here of the printer that I got. And the reason I'm going to tell you about this is because at first I thought, how can you get a printer that cheap? Because all the printers that everyone buys are at least like $100, right? This thing, so easy to do, hooks up with my phone. It's Bluetooth, so I use it from all of the different devices in the house, including my phone. And I gotta say, its printing as good as my laser printer was printing. If you're not a business, I don't think that laser printers make sense. Okay, the ink that you are going to have to purchase to get that thing going. No, I did not want that. I wanted to get something cheap, because I'm only going to print occasionally. And yeah, I was really surprised how well this printer worked. I'm telling you about this headband, which doesn't look that great on me, I don't think. But it is good for when I put on my makeup. When I come before you guys to do my makeup, there's really not any product in my hair yet. So my hair doesn't matter if it gets bent. But let's say I'm getting ready to go somewhere and I do have product in my hair. I can avoid the bend with this. This is a headband by Lili Sandugi. I think that's how you say it. Now, for those of you who know what this is, you're in the know. Hang on, don't go, Mary, we're not gonna spend, I think I've even seen these like for $195. That's right, a headband, okay? I love it because it's velvet and it's really cute on, but I'm not gonna give you $195. I won't even give you the $85 this cost. And the reason I'm telling you is because FabFitFun has a Advent box out that has 12 really nice. I'll put a picture here. I didn't do a video because I'm like a month late to the party on it. And, I'm kind of glad because I learned from the last Advent box I did, only the most loyal Die hard Fritzy family is going to watch an Advent box, I guess, even at Christmas time. So I'm not going to do a video on that. But the point is that the Advent box, which has really nice stuff in it from FabFitFun, is only $89, and this retails for $85. And if you don't believe me, I kept this that had the price tag on it so that you can see. See it? 85 bucks. And I really do like it. It's really cute. I don't know that I'd ever wear this out, you know, as part of my, I don't know, maybe I would. I just think that I'm more of a head bandana kind of girl than a headband kind of girl, but this is really good for when I put on my makeup. And you know, even if you don't want to give the whole box away to someone for a Christmas present, it's full of great stuff that you could use as gifts, just like the FabFitFun box itself. And also Wall, a while back, sent me this curling iron. Some of you said that you were anxious to hear what I had to say about it. Okay, this does not work very well for me, but it is because of my pixie haircut. This here that I told you guys about a long time ago, the bedhead little pixie flat iron, this works great for my hair. If you have a pixie, you know it's kind of hard to do without burning yourself. But I was interested in this because this is like a curling iron and a flat iron in one. So if you have longer hair than me, even if it's shoulder length, I think you would like this. It's not so round like you get with a curling iron, not so straight as a straight iron. And you can hold on to this because this sucker will get hot. I love how when you plug it in, you can do this to turn it up or turn it off. And it has a super long cord on it. I mean, this thing is long. So I'm going to show you how long this is. Okay. Look at that. That is a long cord. Got a Velcro tie on it so you can neatly tie it up. It comes with these alligator clips. I mean, this is like 30 bucks for all of it. It's got these alligator clips, which I find pointless for me. I mean, it just kind of puts a bend where I don't want one, but it does come with them in case you do. It comes with a heat glove, which I thought was really nice because if you're the kind of person who has longer hair, it'll let you wind without getting burned. And it also came with this really nice comb, which of course I am using to tease my hair. But I just wanted to mention, for those of you who are waiting to hear about it, if you have a pixie like me, I still recommend this by Bedhead. It's a little flat iron meant for little hair. But if you have a longer pixie or even like shoulder hair or whatever, and you don't like what you get from a curling iron, but you're not really skilled enough to use the flat iron the way you want, I think that this does serve a purpose. I was sent this mask by Farad Beauty. They asked if they could send this to me, and I thought, okay, but I've never heard of this company before, so I gotta tell you, I mean, this sounds bad, but I really wasn't expecting much. But I've been using this instead of all the other ones that I have, and I'm gonna tell you why. Here's how this thing is different than all the other masks I have. First of all, it's bigger. As I hold this up here, I'm trying not to get red lipstick on here. It comes down longer. I mean, it's good for me, and it's good if you have a larger face. This would be super great. I love how it is longer, bigger. For me, this comes down low enough that it even actually hits my throat a little bit without needing a dedicated neck one. It also differs from other masks because it has these. And I really like this. I didn't have them in the first few times that I did the mask because I thought that's kind of corny and silly. No, it's not. It's for protection for your eyes in case you're one of those people that thinks that you should be wearing eye protection when you do a red light therapy mask, okay? That's what it's for. But what I have found is I can put this mask on and put my glasses on the outside of it. So I can sit there and play my games and stuff. This maybe is not a problem for anybody else, but if you wear glasses, you know what I'm talking about. You can watch TV maybe, but if you wanted to read emails or whatever, you can't do that because there's a light coming around your eyes. It blinds you. But with these on, I can put my glasses on the outside, okay? Because all of my glasses come do this, all right? So I can do that with any of my glasses on the outside of the mask and still read and whatever because it's blocking the light that is coming around the eyeball. And because of these little flaps here, this is a big Velcro area. And I really want to put this on for you, but stupid me has on red lipstick, so I'm not gonna do it. But you got a really good secure fit here with these. Look how much bigger that is, and that Velcro's around there. This has this remote, and then these go in at the top. So I'm like, okay, but there's an extra one. What's the extra one for? Well, they're still developing their neck mask, and when they get that, it will plug in to the second one. So you'll be able to control them both through one thing. If you hit this on this left side, you can rotate between red light therapy all by itself and infrared to blue, to yellow, to auto, which cycles through all of them. And you can change your time on this side from 20 minutes to 30 minutes to 15 minutes. And this is what I'm using over all the masks I have, which you know, I have the top brand name red light therapy masks, and it has everything to do with comfort, being able to multitask with, you know, my phone. And I like just setting it on auto and letting it go so many minutes on red and infrared, so many minutes on blue, so many minutes on yellow, and just do the treatment. I don't know if you say it Farad, or however you say this. I guess I owe an apology to them because I really didn't think this mask was going to measure up. And I thought, well, you can send it to me if you want to. But, you know, I'm really glad that they did. And I'm looking forward to getting the neck mask. The amount of products that get offered to me on a daily basis is pretty unreal. And I don't say yes to very many. I know it doesn't seem like it, right? Think how many you see. I get offered a lot more than that. When it comes to skincare especially. But the reason I said yes to Banish was because of the owner's story. I mean, she had some really troubled skin that she was trying to fix. But it was this, the Banisher. The Banisher is why I got all of this. I'm not a microneedling kind of girl, and it's not because I don't believe in it. It's just that I am also the kind of person that would hurt myself doing it. That's what I love about this. I have a tendency to not pay attention to what I'm doing and be like, and these get the job done, but they don't hurt. I'm not going to do that because I have on makeup, but they don't hurt whatsoever. I just go wherever I think I need collagen to be built up on Sunday night, and I do that before I put on any of my skincare. So this cap right here, this is like the stand. See, you can set that down. I put alcohol in it each time, and then I twist this down and let it soak for a little while, and then I take it out and use it. But inside this bag, we have a few other things, and I've tried them all. I wasn't using any of my other skincare. I was only using Banish, which is not enough to actually tell you about how those products work, but I can tell you whether or not I like using the products. This is the pumpkin enzyme mask. I've not used as much as the other stuff because this is an AAH mask, and you would only do that once a week, or I would only do that once a week. And you know, this is good for lightening up dark spots and stuff like that. The vitamin C cream. This is the ceramide and retinol serum. This is the Banish serum. It's for dark spot corrections. And the Instant Lift brightening eye cream. This is freshly made stuff. It's not sitting, and you shouldn't get it with the purpose of letting it sit around either. I really liked using all of the stuff from Banish. I don't have a bad thing to say about them. I've got some terrible things to say about Lancôme. But before I do that, let's talk about these brushes. These are the BK Beauty times Nikki LaRose. And we got 1, 2, 3, I think there's 5. My two favorite in this bunch are these two right here. And these two right here that were in the dirty bin to be washed. So this big one is the N15 and the N12 smudger. I love this one here, the number 16 and the number 14. I like using this for concealer and this for powder on my face. I kind of hope that BK Beauty decides to sell these individually too, because I wouldn't mind having more of these. But these ones here, for the way I do makeup, I don't really care for these too much, and I'll tell you why, in case you're just like me. By the way, Nikki is a real professional makeup artist. This is a big deal for BK Beauty. So proud of Lisa. They just moved into a new 6,000-foot warehouse because they just keep growing and growing. Congratulations to them. But for the way I do makeup, this blender is good for softening out everything that I've already done, but it's too bendy for me to use in my crease. If you like lighter application shadows, this might be a really good one to go with that because you're not going to get too out of control. Where you've got more pigmentation, more punch to your shadows, this doesn't work for me trying to blend out those in the crease. It's got too much give. It may totally work for you. I like this, but it's just a little bit too big. I wish it was just about half the size of this, and then I would like to use it in my brow. My most favorite angle brush is by BK Beauty. It's the 208. Look at that. That's perfect for lip lining. That's perfect for doing, and I did do powder in my brow today, so this is my favorite. So as you can tell, that one is a little big for my use. You know, it's not a one-trick pony. You can do a lot of stuff with it. I used Pita from the Blessed palette underneath my eye today using this brush. And this here I've tried to use several times. It reminds me of the MAC brush. Do you remember MAC had this brush that was like this? And that's what this reminds me of. And that may have well been her inspiration for this. I don't know. Most makeup artists, I think, have used MAC brushes extensively. But, you know, they say this is good for, you can use powder on either, okay? You can use cream on either. But the idea is to use cream foundation on this side and then powder on this side. And while this works really good for me powdering, this is not the kind of foundation brush, and you know that. From the beginning of my channel, I've told you I don't like paddle foundation brushes, but I've tried a few times. I love the BK Beauty foundation brush, but you know, it does do a wonderful job, and it's so soft for me for powder. When you get the holiday box from Lancome, you have to purchase $42 worth of stuff before you're eligible to purchase the box. Now, if you're a Lancome lover or you are like me and you just can't wait for that box all year and you understand the value of the box, it's hilarious when you go over there and watch people who don't. I love to go hang out at the Lancome counter at the holidays and watch the people come while they try to sell this box to them. Okay, because the people are walking by and like, that's not your audience, Lancome. Your audience is people like me who know the value of the products, who know what they are, okay? You should be trying to pitch hard the people who come to the counter. Going out there and catching the people that come in from the mall. When some of these people, they're like, why would I pay that kind of money? Why would I pay $42 for a Lancome product so that I can be eligible to give $79 for the box? Okay. Well, the reason is because there's $600 usually of stuff, full-size things in the holiday box. So if you're me, you wait till the end of the year to go purchase Lancome. If you run out of something, too bad. You're not going to repurchase that, or you're not going to get that or anything else till the end of the year because you need to apply that purchase to the box. This was my first box. This is exactly $42. It's La Base. All right, no problem. The second box I wanted to purchase in person. So I went to the counter, right? Because like I said, I like to watch the people. But one of the things I got was the Idole liner. I got that thinking, it must be really good. And I was expecting it to be like this, the art liner. It's not. Okay, here's the art liner. I don't have that other one anymore because I took it back. And even Steven traded it for one of their drama pencils, which I love. We got Le Crayon, Le Stilo, and this 24 drama, what's it called? Up to 24 drama liquid pencil. This one will stay in your water and tight line. The other two, you have to reapply, okay? They're really meant to go on the outside and smudge and stuff. So I traded the Idole liner that goes with this mascara for this. They're the same price. But I was expecting that liner to be like this, all right? This is the art liner. This one's in blue. And I promise you, when this sets, that won't move. I will have to take Bifacil to get that off. This I can actually use up here, get right into my lash line if I want to. You could do a wing if you were able to. I'm not able to, but if you're able to, you know, this one's in blue, they got them in black or whatever. Now you got to be careful with art liner because if you knock this over and spill it, liquid is going everywhere. I'm trying to tell the girl at the counter that I have used Lancome since I was 15. Yes, that's right. 40 plus years. And in the 40 plus years that I have been using Lancome, this here, meaning the Idole eyeliner, is the only thing That's a fail. That's the only thing that I've ever purchased from Lancome that I hated so bad, I brought it back. I'm bringing it back to you. Give me this one. Give me this in exchange for it. First, she's trying to tell me that I'm not using it right. You know, well, maybe you don't know how to use it. I think I do. I've been using Lancome. This is the second time I'm telling her this. I've been using Lancome and makeup for a pretty long time. So, yeah, 40-some years with Lancome. And there's this woman there. She rolls her eyes and walks off because she tells me to come back over the weekend where I can get a free makeover and maybe I'll see how come Lancome products are so good. I'm like, you idiot. I just sat there and told you that I've used your brand for 40+ years. Okay, but you see, now I have lotion and stuff on the back of my hand. And if not, that's the only reason I can move this, is because there is a lotion on the back of my hand. So the Idole liner, fail. Totally, don't get it. All right, if you want a liquid liner from Lancome, the Art Liner, that's the one that you should get. And before we go, I also have another bash, Lancome. Please, I really, really hope somebody from Lancome sees this. Lancome people don't like that you put scent in things, and I never say anything. I have used a number of these dual finish powders, and this was another purchase at the end of the year to get another box. I'm choking on the smell of this. This is awful. I went online and asked them, can you look up these serial numbers? Because this is not my first rodeo, okay? I've used this powder for years. Can you please look up these serial numbers and tell me if this is a bad batch? And they did, and they said no. And I go, well, then this is the last time I purchased this. And this has sat open for a week. It is so strong that I can't hardly stand putting it on my face. I mean, because you can smell it on your face. When I put this on, I can smell it. This is awful. The smell on this is so intense. Now I'm going to be smelling this for a half an hour. Lancome, what is going on? I'd love you to lessen the scent, but why not just take it out completely? Okay, this is powder for my face. I don't need a scent in it. We could argue we don't need scent in any of it, but some of it lends to the luxuriousness that you feel using a Lancome product, but not to this degree. This is awful, and I don't have a problem with scent. I really want to hear from you guys below. Have you gotten a new one of these lately? Is it saturated? It's like somebody poured a bottle of perfume in this. I'd leave it open, but the whole room would smell like it, and I've already done that once. All right, then, that wraps it up. I know this was a long one. I'm so sorry, and I want you guys to know you are the best part of the Fritzy family, and if you're not having a blessed day, the way you get one is to be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya. Bye. And I'm out.
This reminds me of that song I was singing while I was getting ready. Hold my halo, hold my halo, hold my halo. I got Lainey Wilson on the brain every 3 or 4 months and scare the crap out of me. I didn't really crap the bed. Oh my gosh, now you have lipstick all over your face again. Lipstick on your mustache. If you don't want to get bent, yeah, this is how you keep from getting bent. Don't do it. Because oh, you got lipstick everywhere. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see it? Do the mashed potato. Do-do. Do the alligator. Do-do. I went to print off the first label for the first winter. The first winter. Not the second winter, but the first one. I think I should do it. But I'll start a piece of people. You gotta stamp, rattle, and roll. You go stamp, rattle, and roll. You go stamp, rattle, and roll. Well, bless my soul. Keep your skin clear because it's an AAH. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very pumpkin nose. He got it to not be red. Shush.